So you found this yeast strain you really like, and you want to reuse it, or you want to create a yeast bank, or you're just tired of spending money on yeast every time you want to brew. Harvesting and reusing yeast is a procedure that every brewer should know how to do. And today, I'm going to teach you how to do that. In order to get started, you're going to need a few things. You're going to want some mason jars. I recommend 2 different sizes. You're going to want a 2-liter one, and you're going to want 4 200 milliliter ones. You're also going to want a squirt bottle sanitizer, and you're also going to want 2 liters of sterile water. Lastly, you're going to need some yeast. First thing you want to do is make sure that your jars are cleaned, rinsed, and sanitized. After you've racked your beer off the yeast, you're going to want to make sure you have your slurry and you're going to want to swirl it up. After you've broken up any large chunks of yeast, I'm going to recommend that you sanitize the lip of your fermenter using your spray bottle. After you've done that, pour it in. Okay, now that we got the yeast in the jar, we're going to want to top it off to the 1500 milliliter marker with sterile water. Now that you got it topped up, sanitize the lid. Put the lid on, give it a nice shaking. Be careful not to drop the jar. Alright, so I'm going to let this sit here for about 15 minutes. What you're going to see happen is a separation of debris and your healthy yeast. I know the video isn't too well, but on the bottom of this jar I have a bunch of hop debris, and in the middle right here I have my yeast, and at the top I have a tiny little bit of layer of water. What I want to extract is this section of yeast and leave behind all that hop droop. So get your 4 jars ready, open them all up, and get ready to pour off this liquid. Try and do it in one whole shot. As you may notice, I didn't pour all the liquid out, but I pulled that top layer. I wanted to stay away from that bottom debris as much as I can. From these 4 jars, I'll have 4 new pitches of yeast ready to rock and roll. I'm going to label them, put them in the fridge, and then they're going to flocculate out and separate the liquid from the yeast. When you're ready to make a yeast starter, you want to decant off that excess liquid and pitch just the yeast. So that's how you harvest yeast for your homebrew batches. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and click subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. That way you can stay up to date on all the episodes of School of Hops.